Welcome to Manna at the Tap, a podcast of Tapestry Ministries. Each episode reflects on a daily Bible reading from the Revised Common Lectionary. I'm Gloria, a fellow traveler on a spiritual journey with the Tapestry community. We call the daily Bible reading our spiritual manna. This daily manna nourishes our souls and fosters spiritual growth as we share insights and interpretations that enrich our spiritual lives. The lectionary reading for Thursday, February 13th, 2025 is Psalm 1, the opening chapter of the book of Psalms. The 6 verses provide insight into this ancient collection of sacred poetry, which is divided into 5 books. I can still remember learning and reciting Psalm 1 from the King James Version of the Bible as a small child. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. I didn't understand what I was learning, but I was glad it didn't apply to me because I was not a man. As you read the Psalms, I recommend familiarizing yourself with some of the more contemporary translations of the Bible. Psalm 1 presents readers with a vision of life as a journey marked by 2 distinct paths. One path is labeled happiness, while the other bears the inscription destruction. Readers are confronted with a choice to pursue the happiness path or the destruction path. In many updated Bible translations, the first word of the first verse is happy. And we often use the word happy to describe fuzzy, warm feelings that are really centered on pursuing our own interests. However, this does not entirely reflect the psalmist's intention. Instead, to the psalmist, happiness is found in fulfilling what God desires for us. Verse 2 of Psalm 1 reveals that the true happy person values the Lord's instruction and meditates on it day and night, fostering a life guided by God. Now, this does not imply that one's life is free from problems, anxieties, or heartaches. However, when a person is in a relationship with the Lord and on the path to happiness, they follow the Lord's guidance, which enables their personal progress, development, and growth. So the question is, what is the Lord's instruction and how can one meditate and follow it day and night? According to the psalmist, one must become familiar with the book of Psalms. In it, humans express their praise and thanksgiving as well as their laments and petitions, and they do this aloud to God. They don't do it in silence. They say their feelings aloud to God. The Psalms provide us then with the language to articulate our emotions and feelings. Thus, meditating on the Psalms involves learning how to return the human words of the Psalms to God, whether in praise and thanksgiving or in lament and petition. And we can do this day and night. I think I better say that again. I think that's so important. The Psalms provide us with the language so we can articulate our emotions and our feelings. Thus, meditating on the Psalms involves learning to return the human words of the Psalms back to God, whether we do that in our praise and thanksgiving or when we are in lament and petitioning, and we can do this day and night. The Psalms were created for an agrarian society, and the psalmist offers an amazing prescription. Follow the path of happiness, and you will dwell in a place reminiscent of the Garden of Eden. You'll be surrounded by trees, nourished by gentle waters, and you will experience consistent prosperity because you will bear fruit at just the right time. And this will foster spiritual growth in your life. What about the fate of those who take the path of destruction? Their faith is that they will be like dust that's swept away by the wind. And eventually, that destruction pathway will eventually be destroyed. Psalm 1 is a wisdom psalm in which the psalmist encourages everyone who chooses to embark on the path of happiness to daily present their ordinary selves to the Lord.